Hello, everyone. My name's Jared. That's Ben. This is Just Go With It, Worth Your Time. And we just watched Get Out. Now, Ben.
Jared, like, what the frick was that?
This was our first, horror thriller movie. I love this movie with a passion. I always forget how much I love it until I watch it again. And then I'm like, oh my god, this movie's amazing. Ben, I gotta know, this is not your genre at all.
No, it's not.
What did you think of Get Out?
Okay. I can't be like, oh yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. No, I can't be like that. What I can say is that I cursed Jared to my very core for making me watch this.
Why?
Not because it was bad, but because it was like, what the frick is happening? And when a movie makes you do that, it's a good movie.
Yeah! Yeah! We went into this, and I was like, when we started it, I was like, oh my god, this is a really good movie. I forgot how good this movie is, and you were like, our viewpoints of good on movies are very different. And I was
yes.
I hope he likes this.
Okay,
I don't know if he's gonna like this.
I would never watch this movie on my own ever in a billion years. It's not my kind of movie, and I still stand on that. Mm-hmm. That being said, you making me watch it, I was just like, what the heck is going on?
It's good.
I was distraught.
And even though it's been out for a real long time, I don't want to get into spoilers yet because you had never seen this. You didn't know the plot twist or anything like that. So we'll keep it spoiler free for now, just in case there's a chance that someone's watching this that they have not seen it.
Okay. But I will go into my thoughts going into the movie. So,
okay, I'm curious.
What I've seen as somebody who has not seen the movie, who's only ever seen maybe clips here or there, or has heard about it or stuff like that, my initial interpretation of the movie was, okay, this dude meets this girl's family, they turn out to be psychos, and they try to either torture him or sell him off as a slave or something really racial oriented like that.
Yeah.
And I can't. Oh my goodness, this movie! Holy,
it's hard to talk about without spoiling.
Yes,
it, right?
Oh, yeah. My goodness,
I'll go ahead and say the acting incredible. The main actor so good. I feel like he plays such a good part in this movie, and it's never there's moments where it's you're going into it and you're like, is this just going to be a white people suck kind of movie? And it's there is moments of that, but it's not blatant. At least
I'll be honest.
First.
As this color, white, anytime I see a movie like that is white people suck, it is cringe because I'm white.
Yeah.
But I grew up in a predominantly black area. So it's I always really cringe at those kinds of things.
Yeah.
Because it's just ugh. I just,
we both grew up in that kind of area. So it was
yes.
we never felt that kind of way. But this movie, it does it in a really good way. Even just the subtle way in the beginning, they say little stuff oh yeah, my dad would have voted for Obama for a third term if he could have and stuff, And there's this guy who's in the golf and he's going up to the main guy, and he's like, oh, I love Tiger. Don't even get me started. I love Tiger. And I was like, huh, yeah, okay. That's just what we're gonna focus on right now. Okay, yeah, sure.
But no, I loved how they handled that aspect of it and how it was like it was leading you into it, and you were just like, this movie is so hard to talk about without spoilers. Oh my goodness.
I
I'm trying
know.
so hard to talk about spoilers. Let's just say this movie somehow surprised me, but also didn't. But like it was weird.
Yes.
Like how it was what I expected, but wasn't what I expected at the same freaking time. Yeah. I'll explain what that means when we get into spoilers. Because God,
which I just want to say one more thing before we do get into spoilers. After living in a predominantly black area, moving into a predominantly white area, if Jordan Peele, the director, was from around here or an area like this, I can see why he did that. Because the people around here are more like that. They are kind of more awkward in situations like that because they don't know how to handle themselves. And it's like, you know, like you go to a more city area or something like that where things are different. And it's like, I'm with these people. Yeah, I'm with these people. And I'm just like, why are you acting like this? Why are you acting all strange? Like, what? Like, it's just like, come on, guys. Come on. What's going on?
Yeah.
So I have seen this kind of stuff in action. But anyway, we'll go ahead and get into Worth Your Time. I 100% think this is worth your time. It's a movie that's less than 2 hours long, good thrills, good acting, good music, good everything, and good chills. Like, it's a wild ride from start to finish for me. 100% worth your time.
Even if you only watch it once, even if you're like me, that you're not into thrillers and stuff like that because the anxiety gets to you. I can't stand anxiety inducing things because I have bad anxiety, but it is worth a watch because it's just like it just like takes it and just like twists your whole perspective on it.
Yes.
It's worth it. Even if just once. Even if just once.
Yeah, and like I said, less than 2 hours long.
Yes.
And it's so good. Yes. Like,
and I think that helped. Yes. At first, I was like, we're like 30 minutes in, nothing's happening, and then stuff started happening. I was like, never mind. oh, okay. And when stuff starts happening, it starts happening.
Yeah. And see, my favorite thing is I've watched this. Every time I've watched this, I've watched it with people who haven't watched it. And it's like, seeing them react to the twist and stuff, I'm like, this is great. This is great. This is why I do this. So, let's get into spoilers.
Yes. Okay, spoiler time. Jared. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you want your brain transplanted into another human being?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. So, the whole plot of this movie is they capture people to basically transplant their brains in to try to like lead a better life. My whole argument with this whole thing is they don't look like they're leading a better life. Like the grandma was a servant.
Yeah. They act weird, which I don't think. I think that's just an act for that moment, you know, like them trying to explain, like when the dad takes him to the side and he's like, oh, you think like, oh, black people like are servants, you know, and stuff like, but no, just like they took care of our parents and we couldn't let them go. You know, so, I think that's just kind of an act.
So I knew weird stuff was happening, but the part that that made me go, what the heck, was when he went upstairs and everyone just stopped and listened.
Yes.
Yeah. I was like, oh. He's the main event here.
Yeah. The scene where he takes a picture of Andre, or Logan, I think his name is, as the white guy took over him and stuff. When he takes a picture and then he just starts saying like, get out, go, like, get out of here now. I'm like, oh my God, like what's going on? First time I watched it, I was like, what is going on? Like you know, in your head, you're always like, oh, they're just hypnotized or something like that.
Yeah. Okay.
Like,
Okay. Yes.
mm-hmm.
I thought it was fully like slave trade, just hypnotization, just like, you know, taking over these people. But it was so much freaking more.
Yes. And the fact, like, when it's revealed that it's just these old white people who are like, yeah, we're just going to buy these bodies that this girl is, you know, leading in, and we're going to put our brain in them, and that's how we're going to live. It's like, what?
And
like,
the earliest sign you see of that is the brother at dinner. He's
yes,
talking about,
yes.
oh yeah, you have the perfect body for fighting. If you really trained, it's like, that's like the first time you really understand, like, oh.
Well, even if you think as far back, like when they're in the car and he goes to smoke a cigarette and she throws it out the window and she's like, you can't smoke. You can't do anything like that. It's because they don't want any imperfections in the body. They want it to be as clean as possible for the transfusion or whatever. And so it's like, yeah, it's like, dang, man, it goes as far back as that. Like, watching this is like the 4th or 5th time I've seen this, and it's like all the little hints. It's like, oh my god.
I'm not gonna lie, she was a cutie, and then at the end when she got shot, I was like,
yeah, dude. Oh my god, when he wakes up the grandfather, and then the grandfather's like, give it to me, I want to do it, to the gun. I'm just like, oh.
I was like,
okay, here we go. Yeah. And that's the kind of ending I want, baby. Like, this is the movie where you're following this guy the whole time. And usually, I know you said like horror movies, usually like one person always makes it out. But it's like this kind of movie where it focuses on just one person. A horror movie usually doesn't let the one person make it out. It usually something bad happens. So when this guy freaking fights back and takes out everybody and gets away, I was like,
okay.
Like,
the very end, when the cop car shows up, and you're like, oh, it looks like he did everything.
Yeah.
And you're thinking it's going back to a racial thing. Where he's the black guy who hurt all these white people, and then it turns out it's just his friend.
Yeah, Rod. Good old Rod, man.
I was like, oh, it's Rod. I was so happy. I was like, yes. So happy.
Yes, frickin' A, baby. Like,
yes, freaking A. He was like, we do a job better than you sometimes. Like when he was talking to the cops, you're like, no, we do a pretty good job sometimes, even better than you. We do with terrorists and all that. He's like,
we do with terrorists, yeah.
That this man is amazing.
And see, I like how this movie had a good mixture of like serious undertones and serious like things, but then also humor.
Rod was like,
it's funny, man.
Yeah, he was like the comedic break that we needed. And I thought very well timed. Are you Siri talking to you?
Yeah, my watch just talked to me. Apparently she got, and see, I like how this movie had a good mixture of like serious undertones and serious like things, and then also humor. And she said, I'm not sure I understand.
Probably heard serious, they said Siri.
Yeah.
But no, this whole movie, I was just like, okay, at the beginning, I'm like, okay, I know something crazy is going to happen. Then there's the whole scene with him and the mother.
Uh-huh.
That is the one thing I'm just like, the hypnotization part.
Yeah, you gotta like suspend disbelief, you know. Like,
I know, but it was just, it's like, so if they like said, okay, he was drugged a little bit or something, but no. Like, hypnotization only works if the person agrees and believes in it.
Yeah, but also this is a movie where like you can put a brain in another person and they survive. Fair. You know, like you got to suspend your disbelief a little bit. You know, it did have that sci-fi aspect.
I don't know, but she didn't even try that. She didn't even try that hard. She just went and talked.
Well, what I think it was is the tea thing. Like,
I know old people that do that already.
instead of the clock.
Well, yeah, I
it's
know.
that,
I understand that.
Yeah. Okay, Ben,
But
here,
it's like,
sit back. I'm gonna hypnotize you real quick. No, I'm sorry.
but it's like, I know old people that do stuff like that already.
Yeah.
Are they trying to take my body?
Maybe they're trying. I don't know, man.
Do they want my body?
Maybe
They got
do.
enough money. Maybe they
All
can
I'm
have
saying
it.
is, every time I go to stir tea now, which is not a on regular thing. I drink tea a lot, so like every time I go to stir tea, I'm like, I'm about to hypnotize somebody right now. Like, what's going on? Or I'm about to go in the sunken place. Who's to know?
And the scene where he's like fighting back, where he had the cotton in his ears, you're just like, yes.
You are so on his side because it's so demented, like what these people are doing. It's just messed up. And so you're just all fully on his side. Like, yeah, these people suck. Go ahead. Kill them with a deer head,
It's like they pretend to care about them, but it's like you are literally treating him like he's not even a real person.
Yeah. You're just asking things to figure out more about his body, more about his stamina, more about everything like that. Like the golf guy, going back to him, like, let me see your golf stance, And then the other guy who's like, even the blind guy who eventually does end up buying him, he's like, I don't even care what color you are. I just want your eyes. That's all I want, And it's like, dang, man, that's still messed up, dude. Like, think about it.
Yeah.
So, okay. Anything else you want to talk about, or are you ready to rate it?
I don't know. This whole more talking about this movie is just more like talking in circles, because it is just like, dang, you just gotta watch it, man. Okay,
it's a good movie.
Okay,
it's good.
I'm getting right into it. This movie, for me, okay, you understand? This is not my genre of movies. For me, this movie, for what it is, the 10.
Yeah! It is a 10. It's a 10. It's so good. It's so good. It's a 10. It's a 10, baby. I think this is the first 10 we've both given. It's a 10. It's a 10.
Here's the thing. Sure, there are some things that it's like, well, that was stupid, like the hypnotization, but like it has to happen somewhere. But everything else felt solid. The whole time you were like, well, he could just, I'm thinking, why did he not just run away out? And then it's like, well, he's there with his girlfriend and she drove. They're out in the middle of nowhere. It's a whole thing,
Exactly. And that's one thing you said to me at one point. You were like, what?
She didn't want the cop to see his ID, so the cop didn't know he was there.
That's exactly right. I forgot to talk about that. That's why she had such an issue.
I just realized.
Yeah.
Holy frick.
Yeah, there's so many little hints in this movie. Jordan Peele did such a good job at directing. He had everything planned out exactly where he wanted it to be.
And I loved how they played off our racial expectation. It was like boom, the other direction. We're just like, yo. It was just like, okay. Like it was like because we make a lot. It feels like nowadays everything feels like a racial issue. And this was like, at first we're like, this is a racial issue, but then the end is like, no.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Something completely different.
Yeah.
It was you that was being the racist. No, but it was just like, it just threw you for a loop how you thought it was going one direction, but nope. And I think that is what made it so just like beautiful.
Yeah.
You thought
it was like we were getting through. We were about an hour through, and we were both a little tipsy. And so you were just like saying your thoughts, and I was like, I just can't wait for you to see the twist. There's just a twist that no one's gonna expect.
even me, how many years later, knowing that this is supposed to be like a freaky movie, something like he's supposed to be captured and that sort of stuff, I knew all that. But I did not know why.
Yeah.
I thought I knew why,
Yeah.
but I did not.
And it's
I
a good
love
twist. It's good. Like, it's a good twist.
Don't get me,
man.
it is a cheesy twist.
No,
But
yeah,
that
but
doesn't
I'm
mean
fine
it
with
was bad. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like,
Serve me
I'm
some
like, okay,
crackers
yeah.
and wine. I'm eating
Yeah.
that cheese.
Okay, man, I'm so excited. Like to think we both rated this a 10. I'm like, I'm through the roof right now. So, are you ready to hear what we're watching next?
Dude, okay, okay. I have to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Movies like this, yes, I rated it a freaking 10, but they exhaust me.
Yes, I know. So we're taking a break. We're not going to the next one. We're doing another series. We're doing another. Thing.
What? Really?
Yeah, we're taking a break. We're not going to do the next Jordan Peele movie yet.
Okay.
So later on this month, there's a movie called, which we reacted to the trailer, The Ungentlemanly Ministry of Warfare or something like that.
It's that's so wrong.
It's okay. Whatever. It's that one. It's the Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I know which one you're talking about. Yes.
It's directed by Guy Ritchie.
Okay.
We're gonna watch some Guy Ritchie movies.
Okay.
So the first one we're gonna start off with, which I'm not sure if you've seen or not. I feel like you have, but I love it. It's great. We're watching Sherlock Holmes with Robert Downey Jr.
Of course, I've seen that.
You have seen it. Okay, have you seen both of them?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's been quite a while.
Okay, yeah, I haven't seen them in years. And I really... So there's 3 Guy Ritchie movies we're watching. I'll go ahead and let you know we're watching both Sherlock Holmes, but then there's a secret third one that we're going to watch. So, but like I said, we're going to split up these movie series. So we're going to do the Jordan Peele, the Guy Ritchie, and then there's another third little movie series we're going to watch.
Is it another director themed?
No, it's actually a series that like just
okay.
Yeah, there's only 2, but we have to watch it for something that's coming out later this month. So it'll be fun. Yeah.
Okay.
But anyway, next up is Sherlock Holmes. And I'm not sure what we're both going to think about it, because I know it's been a while since we both watched it. But I love Robert Downey Jr. And I hope you love it as much as I do. But either way, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to watch it.
Yeah. We're just going to go with it.
Okay, yeah, you're just going to have to go with it.
I tried to steal it from you so hard, but you just kept talking.
It's whatever. I'm leaving, okay?